I think we're live. Howdy, folks. Welcome back. Sorry, it's been a while since my last video. I've been very busy, and there's been a lot of activity going on and stuff, but I've been waiting for this time of year because this is the 4-year anniversary of when all this stuff started for me back on September 10th. And I was kind of looking for more activity to start happening around the 10th and stuff. And nothing on the 10th, but we got some other stuff to go over, and we'll just get started here. Right here, we're at September 14th of 2021, and we've had another CME, one off the side, one down here. But up in this little area here, there's a little object that comes out right here, it's flowing over it faster than it can move out. And that's not the one I'm too worried about right now, but we're just starting off here. We're going to go back a couple days, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that just happened in the last couple days here. So there's the 14th. We've seen that one. We'll come back to it. Let's back up and go here to the 13th. To this event right here. Let it finish loading up. Okay. Let that run a couple times so you can watch it. See if you can spot it before I point it out. So, as it finishes, you can see we've had a big CME here on this side, and I'm looking at this round object right here that's moving out slower than the material going around it. We'll speed it up and you'll see that this object is moving out slower than the material going around it, but it's nice, round, spheroid shape, and then we'll go through it frame by frame. So here, let's just speed it up a tad so you can see the effect I'm talking about. Now this is a round spherical object that just continues to come out. It's causing the CME. This thing is causing the sun to react, and it reacts with the CME. It's like ripping material off as it goes. And this one almost looks like it has another bigger one back behind it, and we'll go behind frame by frame here and start looking at this real quick. So I'm just going to pause right there. Okay. Let's bring this where centered. Okay, so let's go back to when this first starts happening. You can see our instruments already reacting. A nice bright white, plasma field right here. And then we have this round spherical object with what looks like a bow shock already around it right here. Right here, this round object right here. Let's see if we can get a good frame where it defines it really well. And here's the instrument reacting to it again. There's no secondary blast or anything. This instrument is reacting to this object. And if you look right here, you can see this round curvature back behind it. I'm not sure if that's a bigger object back behind it or maybe the magnetic field of this little object right here. But as we keep going forward here, you'll see here's our little object right in here. There's a good one. See? This nice black round object. Almost looks like there's a secondary one trailing it maybe, but if you just keep your eye on this one, you'll see it stays there all the way through the whole thing until it exits the frame. All right, let's put this one back into motion again, and we'll speed it up even a little more. Okay, now maybe that does it justice there, if my camera can keep up with it. Alright, maybe we'll slow it down then because it doesn't look like it's coming out too well. Right there, you can clearly see this object is nice and round and then it moves out. Okay, and that was on September 13th of 2021. That was yesterday. Now let's go back another day here because we had another event here. As this thing loads up. There we go. Just for a minute here while it loads up all these frames. Look at this CME and the shape of it and everything. It's just crazy. Oh, thank you for showing up in the chat there. I'm sorry, I can't really talk too much. I'm doing a video too. So, anyways, this shape coming out of here, we're gonna even go over here and look at it on the red side because I want you to kind of understand what this shape is and what's going on here. So I'm gonna pause it like mid explosion here. Okay, now I want you to look over here on this red side. Do you see this black like separation between the plasma here? This object right here has caused it has like almost like a keel of a boat beneath of it that's plowing through and carving a little divide in this CME here. It split this CME into two here because there's part of it out front here and part of it back behind here. And as we progress through, you're going to see that the outline of this is going to start to paint the shape of this object here. So, on this one, I think I might even go to stereo A, and we'll even look at it then. So, let's back it up a little bit. Also kind of helps too, if you tilt your head to the right about 45 degrees, you'll see that this is like a wake coming off of this object right here. This is like plowing through it and dividing it like a wake does. And there's another one coming off going back this way. You'll see it over here on this one too. It's a U-shaped wake coming off of both sides of this round object here. So we'll continue through this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I think that was the last frame. Is right there. Okay, let's go back over to stereo A on this day. So the 12th of stereo A. Boom. Okay, yeah, here you can see that we have this big explosion with round shaped objects in it. Let's see if we can pause it here. Boom. And then we'll back it up a little bit here. Yeah, even from this side you can see we have a round shaped object right here. There's a little one right here, but most of the shape is right there. Then right here, if you look closely, you can see the outline of the first little blast. Here's the divide, here's the back side of it, and here's this straight edge triangle type looking with a square base right here. And I'll pull the camera up closer to it so you can see it. There we go. But anyways, that has a rectangle base, like a pyramid triangle type front of it, and it's still wrapped in some of the plasma from the CME. But that shape is what, there's a point on it that's dividing that. It's like the point of a ship or whatever is plowing through that CME and ripping it into two and dividing it with that black line down it. Then if we come over here on the same frame, I want you to look right here at this part right here. There's a little triangle type shape with a little dot right in it right here. Sorry, I'm trying to do a two-handed thing here. There we go. So that's the front of this weird shaped object. This one's not round. This one has some kind of like point on the front, square bottom, like triangle sides, straight lines, right angles and everything. Okay. So that object right there, whichever one that one was, on the 12th, that was a strange little incident we had there, peculiar shaped objects. I don't bring all of these to you because a lot of them, are faint or hard to see or whatever. I try to bring the good ones to you that you can see or that are, unusual or whatever. So here we got on the 12th an object passing by the sun, ripping material off the sun as it goes. It has some kind of triangle shaped point or whatever on the front of it that ripped it in half. If you look at this black line right in here, this is the ripped area in this dark area right in here. There's CME on one side and CME on the other, but there's this rip, this little valley or whatever in between the sides of the CMEs, and it's from the nose or the tip of this object poking through it and tearing it or something. That's what it looks like. Now, let's see. Let's go back to the 13th here because let's go 13th right here. Let's look at this one more time. Okay, this is the one with the nice round spherical object right here. And let's go check out stereo A on this one. So I'm backing up. We're going to stereo A here. And here we go. Here's our CME with another round shape inside it. And let's get closer to this side here because this is the side I want you to see here. And we will slide it up a little bit so we can work it. Okay, so this CME over here is the one that happened on the 13th with the little round thing and the big magnetic field. So here I'm going to pause this right about there. Oops. And then we'll back it up because hopefully the camera can pick this up. If not, I might have to adjust my height or something. Anyways, let's just give this a try real quick. So here's our CME right here breaking loose. Right here is our little round object. I'm going to pick the camera up and point it at the very first frame with this little round object. Come on, camera. All right, see that little dark dot right in the middle, all that orange and red? That's our object. Let's go to the next frame. Sorry I have to do it this way, but I don't think it's going to pick it up if I don't. So right here, here's the next frame. Here you can clearly see our round object right here. Boom, 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 right here. And it's enveloped in the coronal mass ejection. It's all orange around it with a little black dot right in the middle of it. Okay. Let's go one more. Yeah, you can still see it there. Yeah, my camera's not the best. I'm sorry, you guys, but there's that, and that was from Stereo A on the 13th. And then let's go back to today, the 14th. Here we are back at today, the 14th, our latest updated images of the 14th. And I want you to watch this. It's really faint, kind of hard to see in this one. But I want you to watch this little dot right here come slowly drifting out right here. And on the materials going out faster than it is. I'll even speed it up a tad. It's another one of these small objects right in this area. This one doesn't seem to be moving out as fast. It's kind of hanging out there. And you can see the sun's reacting to it. It's spitting right over it right there. So there's another little object out there, and that's current as we speak right now. So, or as I'm doing this stream. But yeah, let's go back real quick to the 12th again, because that object was just too weird coming out of there. You see all the streaks in that one too? We had another little event there just prior to this CME coming out. And once the loop starts running, tilt your head to the right about 45 degrees, and you'll see the shape of this object, and it has like two trailing like debris tails or just trailing arms behind it like that. And it looks like the wake coming off of this round object. It's cutting through the CME and it's splitting it, and the wake is going off to the to one side and to the other. So it's at a different angle than we're looking at. So if you pitch your head, like I said, to the right a little bit, you'll see it a lot clearer. Okay, so there's that. So I got you updated from the last few days up until the current moment of the 14th. And yeah, this is some strange activity we got going on the sun again. So I would expect some more crazy weather and, more stuff happening. So hold on tight, folks. And I got something else too. We'll show you here. I know it's getting a little scary out there and stuff with all the stuff in the news and all these events that are going on. Excuse me. So I wanted to show you something else I discovered. Maybe bring you a little bit of hope and some peace. Okay. So here we are over at my channel here. I'm going to actually do this a little bit more so you don't have fox on the side. Okay, this picture, what you're looking at, is another one of those things. If you tilt your head to the right about 45 degrees, there's a face right here. Here's an eye, another eye. Here's the nose, the mouth, the chin and beard. Here's the hair flowing back right here. Sorry, here's the hair flowing back. Here's the forehead area. Here's the hair on the top of the head, and then there's a gap, and then right up here is a crown with prongs with black balls on them. It's like a black crown up here in the clouds with prongs with balls on them. And I'll move my hand there so maybe the camera can adjust. So it helps if you tilt your head to the right, like I said, about 45 degrees. And you can see what looks like Jesus in the clouds with a crown floating over his head. Now, the uncanny thing about this picture, this is a very important picture. This is probably some of the most important stuff I've ever discovered. The uncanny thing about this is this event took about an hour long, and it happened on Easter. And there's more to this event that I got to show you, because not only is there this face, but it transitions into another face too. But I want you to look at that for a minute and kind of wrap your head around that for a second, because that's a real image, you guys. That's a real image. That's a real event. This isn't photoshopped or anything like that. These images have only been compressed. They were too big and in your face, so I zoomed the image out, not zooming in, but zoomed out, and it compressed the image, and all of a sudden you can start to see crystal clear faces. And I've got a lot of these pictures, but this is the most important one because this event took place on Easter. Let me take you forward through this a little bit more. Let's go back here because I got more to show you. Let's play this video here. I'm going to take the sound off of this and on that stuff right now. Here, I'm going to play this video. Howdy, folks. Welcome back. So I know there's a lot of activity going on the sun, but I really don't feel like reporting on that stuff right now. Actually, I want to go back and revisit an event that happened earlier this year. Okay, hang on. You don't have to live all through that. Let's see. Let's go to the part where... Well, here, I want you to see that this event took a long time, so we'll pick it up right here. Then we can zoom in just a little bit tighter. There you go. Okay, and this event happened over a course of about an hour, and I got a lot of pictures of it. See, if we go up above here, you can see all these pictures up from way over here going across, or all of this event, and I'm going to show you more of what happened here. Okay. So now, now we're at the same event, but a little bit later. All of a sudden, this face has changed to a more round, lion-type face with eyes, a nose, a slit mouth right here. Here's a round type face right here. An eye on that side, eye on that side. Here's the nose. And it still has the crown above it. And then I'm going to put this into motion. I put all these pictures, stacked them on top of each other, and made a flip book out of it. And you're going to see what happens when we flip through this flip book, and it changes from one face to the other. An eye going that way. Here's its mouth slit, all right. The chin going Sorry about the repeat. So this round face right here with a crown still above it. Now I'm going to go through and show you the flip book where it changes from Jesus to this lion face. Okay, now we're here at this image right here. This is a flip book of about maybe 15 or 20 of those pictures, and it's the transition between Jesus's face and the lion face. Now this happened in the clouds, and it was so big and in your face you couldn't see it. It wasn't until I took these images and zoomed out and compress them. You didn't zoom in. They're too big in your face. You have to zoom out to see these. And these images that you're looking at have all been compressed, each frame, and then put into a flip book. And you can clearly see Jesus' face here with his crown hovering over his head, turning into that weird little lion face or whatever right there. Okay? And this happened back around Easter. All right, so with all this chaos and stuff going on and all the craziness around the world, I think it's good to know that this is real. This is not necessarily for all the believers, we already know, but this is more for maybe people who need evidence or proof or something like that. So here I'm going to show you another image here where I've turned it right side up now. You don't have to tilt your head. It's that right there in the middle. Now you can just look at it head on, and you'll see the face with the crown hovering over it. Let's see if we can get it right. Right there is a good shot. Without the wavy lines. Okay, so rest assured that this is really happening. This is real imagery, you guys. This is something that's ultra important. So, if you got some people that are worried or, getting anxious and stuff, maybe this will help soothe you and bring you some hope and a little bit of peace. So that's about all I got for right now. I just wanted to show you that there's been some very strange activity going on the sun again, some strange looking objects coming past the sun, whatever. And it's been a while since I did a video, so I figured I'd do one real quick for you guys and bring you a little bit of hope. And bless all of you, and thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back for more. So just hang in there, you guys. Hold on tight. And I know it's getting rough. It's getting rough for me too. So just keep the faith and know that it's all coming true. It's all going to be real. You're supposed to see Jesus coming in the clouds. Well, there you just saw him coming in the clouds as promised. So I just want to bring that to you all, tell you I love you all. And until my next video, bye.